What's up guys, my name is Derek. Welcome to my channel Euro Superbike Life, or ESBKLife for short. Before we get into today's video, I have an announcement. That announcement is, in the video that you're about to watch, I did a lot of talking, did a lot of commentating about the bike and so forth, but you're not going to hear any of that. Why? Well, because my microphone to camera adapter cable, not this one, but the one I was using at the time of recording, broke. It broke off right here at the tip. So the only time you can clearly hear me talking is when I'm off the bike isn't running, and I'm just walking around pointing out features of the bike. But while I'm riding, you just hear some mumbling in the background. So, I haven't decided what I'm going to do about that yet. I just may play some music and dub over it, or I may do a voiceover. I'm not sure. But either way, you don't get to hear all of that awesome commentating. So I apologize. This wasn't something I can go back and do a second time. But nevertheless, without further ado, roll the intro.
Well, here she is, guys. The brand new Ducati Panigale V4, courtesy of GOAZ Motorcycles in North Scottsdale. We can cycle through the menu over here on the left side with the mode buttons here and arrows. So as you can see, we're in trip 2 right now. We can cycle through these through air. I don't know what that is. Air temperature maybe. Trip 1, average speed, constant speed, back to trip 1. With the select and arrow keys over here, we can cycle through the other menu on the right side. So you see we're in EBC3, ABS, which is set to 1, Ducati quick shifter, Ducati traction control, Ducati wheelie control, and brand new for this bike, Ducati slide control. Beautiful TFT display. Not bad for a stock bike. Not bad at all. And here's where the subframe connects to the frame. The other half of the subframe connects to the engine, which is why I said the engine is a pseudo stress member, but there's actually more frame now. So on the 1199, this comes up and it stops right here. And right in this joint, Ducati was having problems when they removed the fairing for service, that it was cracking right in here. And they had to replace a lot of fairings under warranty. Well, this one, as you can see, goes up and integrates with the tank, and this is real controversial for some, but it integrates with the tank, and then you have this tank cover here. Like I said, which is very reminiscent of the BMW S1000RR with this cover here, not necessarily what it integrates, but this juncture here has been an area of controversy for a lot of people for this bike. I happen to like it. They have new styling up front a little bit. The headlights, again, LED, and they changed the shape a little bit with the air intake, but still very reminiscent. Here are the updated Brembo calipers, basically an upgraded M50 monoblock. They're supposed to be lighter, but still provide the same stopping power, and I think they do. And like I said, the Showa forks, which is an upgrade on this base model from the Marzaki's, I would say. They still retained the underseat exhaust loop, although it's right justified because of the new location of the rear shock. But it's not as big, it's a little bit smaller, and like I said, it's right justified, but I still think that's going to bring some heat. Speaking of the rear shock, it's no longer on the side here. It's back to its, I wouldn't say original position, but typical position here, under the seat. And they changed the styling in the back, so gone are the triangular taillights. Now we have this open design with air flowing through it really nicely. Here's the seat, and we got a decent amount of padding and cushion this time, and there's plenty of room here. And if you happen to take a passenger, they have a bigger area to place their behind as well, so they actually thought about the passenger as well. The controls, so we got mode and enter, then you got select so you can navigate through some things. Hazard lights, headlights, flashers, on off. but you can see the LED, back of the LED lights back there. And like I said, a really cool TFT display that I think is an upgrade from the 1199 1299. Radiator area, you'll definitely need to put on some rad guards, because I can see people shooting rocks through that thing, particularly with these really sticky Diablo Supercourses. There's part of the V4 engine, clutch housing. Rear set's a little bit better. Ducati has been known for producing slippery, really slippery rear sets. These are a lot better. There's some knurling or whatever grooving on the peg, so I didn't feel any slipping in the few minutes that I have been riding it. Passenger rear sets, obviously. Everything else is very reminiscent, including the underbike exhaust of the 1199 1299. Single-sided swing arm, rear hub and carrier, ABS, traction control, all the good stuff. Nothing has changed there. They may have moved the battery to under the seat. I'm not actually sure. We clearly won't get into that today. But location of the steering damper, as you can see, is just a generic stock unit, not an Öhlins one. If you upgrade to the S, the Speciale, or the R, which will debut at EICMA this November, you will get all Öhlins goodies. This bike is over 1,000 cc's, so it will not be the bike that Marco Melandri and Chaz Davies, I don't know why I say Davies, Chaz Davis, campaign in next year's World Superbike. That will be the R model again that will debut this November at EICMA, and it will be the class legal 1,000 cc bike. And I'm really interested to see what they do differently. Obviously, there'll be a different exhaust. There'll probably be some type of race kit. It'll be 1,000 cc's, but they're going to need to maintain its current horsepower or give you more horsepower, because that bike is probably going to be about $30,000 to $35,000 ish, I would think. And in addition to all the Öhlins stuff, what else do you get, kind of thing? How is it going to be all that much different from the Speciale that they're currently selling, other than it being 100 cc's less? So I'm going to be interested in that. I'm still on the fence whether I'm going to put a deposit down on one. I'm actually looking at a Norton V4 model as well. You guys leave me a comment. Let me know which one do you think I should pick up. They haven't actually started shipping the Nortons yet. I've contacted them a few times, and they don't even actually have US pricing yet, although it's said to be around the same price as the Panigale V4R, which is to say it'll probably be around 35 or so. But the dealer doesn't actually know. They don't know when they're going to get them. They just know it's going to be sometime this year, and they haven't announced US pricing yet. So that bike would be super rare, as opposed to this bike. Ducati has done a really fantastic job here in the US, and these are almost as common as your CBRs, your R1s, and your Gixxers. But the Norton, those will be, there may be one in every state, who knows. I'll probably never see another one wherever I roll up to. But fans kicking on, it's going through its thing. So you just saw DPL on level 1. I don't actually know how to change. Oh, there we go. We can change with the mode and enter button over here. And then we got exit, and you just push it in the center, which is really cool. Got our high beams. You can put them on or they just flash. And then we got these. I'm not exactly sure what they are. Take a quick, let's actually start the bike and then take a look. Right on. So right now they're off, whatever that thing was. Oh, there are these daytime running lights, I guess. You can turn them on and off. Push the button, which is pretty cool. Then the high beams. I'm really happy to see that Ducati didn't go back to old style and do just one headlight for low light and one headlight for high beams. wrap, guys, for this demo of that beautiful Panigale V4, the base model. Again, very special thanks to GOAZ Motorcycles here in North Scottsdale. These guys are awesome. As you can see, the patio here is full of bikes, full of Ducatis, BMWs. They sell some of everything here, and they're really, really cool guys. So they also have a location out on the west side where I am. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So what did you think of the new Ducati Panigale V4? I wanted to give you some parting shots before we wrap this up, but I thought the bike was absolutely phenomenal. If you remember back around September timeframe, I did a video on raising the bar on this bike, and I think this bike lived up to the billing every way, shape, or form. It is light years, I mean light years better than the 1199 or 1299 that Ducati has out right now or previously. The bike is super light. It turns in quick. The brakes are better. I don't know how you could improve on Brembo M50 monoblocks, but they managed to do it. The bike has torque and horsepower down low, mid-range, and up high. I was reading, or excuse me, not reading, but watching a video on YouTube where a guy said the bike was gutless below 6,000 RPMs. That guy must have been in like 5th or 6th gear farting around down the road, because I'm telling you, this thing pulled 1st and 2nd and 3rd gear power wheelies all the way through the rev range. It's an absolute beast. Turns in on a dime. It's as smooth can be. Not as smooth as my Aprilia RS-V4 over there, but smoother than the previous bike, smoother than my MV, smoother than this BMW here. But if you're comparing apples to apples with the V4 that's in the Aprilia, that one is still a little bit smoother than the Ducati. But the Ducati is a fantastic bike, and I am super excited about it. It has definitely raised the bar in the Superbike class category. It is definitely going to be the bike to beat. Chaz Davis and Marco Melandri have a serious weapon coming their way. But let me know what you think. I'm still on the fence whether I'm going to get one or not. It's between that bike and the Norton V4RR. Both of those bikes, and I'm talking about the Ducati Panigale R that will debut at EICMA in November of this year. Again, that bike compared to the Norton V4RR, I'm not sure yet. But let me know, leave a comment, let me know which one you think I should get. But let's wrap this up. I'm Derek. This was Euro Superbike Life. If you liked this video, please click like and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, smash it and leave me a comment. So I much appreciate it. But Derek, Euro Superbike Life. Until next time, take care.